fundraiser is for Don Bosco School, Nerul, in aid of those who've been impacted by the lockdown. So, music, as we all know, is a great medium to connect people, to create an awareness. It has a healing power. So, with that essence, we decided to conceive today's program in a way that we will show a collaboration of artists of different genres and also feature some eminent personalities share their thoughts. I must share an event of this magnitude is possible only when you have like minded people come together. And so I would like to thank my partners, um, Artist Allowed, which is the platform promoting independent content, Sennheiser, which provides professional audio solutions, and we are using Sennheiser mics and headphones today. I would also like to thank Pixado, our visual partner, Vouch Pro, our broadcast partner, and Maven Media, our social media partner. I must also confess that we were contemplating going deferred live or live, but we decided let's go live, let's recreate the entire physical live experience to a virtual one. It meant us aligning ourselves technically. Uh, a lot of variables are there in this with the entire power outrages, broadband connectivity, because we have all our performing artists in different places. And there's a back-end team supporting this whole experience. We've done our best, and we are hoping that this leap of faith is only going to create a beautiful experience for all of us. So, with that, I would like to now start the show and join me in welcoming the ever graceful, smiling, path breaking musician, Sunita Bhuyan. Welcome, Sunita.
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सानिध निरेगमरेगा सा निधानि सानि प मगा मधनि रे गम परेगा सा. A very good evening to all of you, and a warm welcome to Joy of Music for the Joy of Giving. Thank you so much, Shaheen, Jehani and Stage Arts Live, for taking over the event and the thought behind it and embracing it with so much strength. Thank you, Somani Sridhara Pal, and Artist Allowed and the entire team for yet another warm embrace to partner with us this evening. Thank you, Don Bosco Society, for being such good friends for over 15 years now, and always using music, always using the arts, either to engage the children, to enrich the children, or to entertain them. And also to spread the message of being kind, to give, to care, to nurture, to educate, and to empower. The first piece that we would like to do today is a tribute to our country. A lot has begun independence, and a lot has been happening since the pandemic struck us about 3 months back. So this piece is a tribute to our country in Ragdesh, Vande Mataram. Vande Mataram, a tribute to our country. Special thanks to Sennheiser for helping us get the sound across to you. Thanks to the entire team for helping us put it all together in the home and to you. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to invite Reverend Father Dr. Barnaby D'Souza, who has been spearheading the efforts of the Don Bosco School Society in Nerul, especially for the COVID relief of the victims affected by the lockdown. All of us know of Don Bosco's work with education and a lot of skilling and training and technical training, but this program especially has been for those victims around the Navi Mumbai Nerul area, very small children whom you've seen the signals selling flowers, maybe toys, because they don't have enough at home. Children, sex workers who haven't earned anything the last 3 months, and their children, the transgender community in that area, and some of the construction workers who are based there but hadn't had their daily wages. And that has been the reason that has inspired us to do this concert for all of you, to be able to contribute whatever you may want to, your own way, with your own heart, towards the cause of giving. Hence, Joy of Music for Joy of Giving. I'd like to request Reverend Father Dr. Barnaby D'Souza to please join us, a very, very qualified professional who's worked across the world with displaced populations, rehabilitated communities, and here he is with us today. Can we have the AV, please?
As we are working in these past few months with those who have been suffering as a consequence of the COVID virus during the lockdown times, we at Don Bosco and so many others have been trying to bring relief to these migrants who've been moving. Besides that, we have a lot of people who are from different communities. Those who make garlands, those are the casual laborers, the junction or the naka workers as we call them, the construction workers, the female commercial sex workers or the other types of sex workers that we have, and so many others who have just lost their jobs, do not have a wage. Don Bosco has been trying to give them ration and different other helps. This is possible because of events like this, people like you who help us through Sunita. But there is something important that I'd like to mention, and that is about how important artists are to the goodness and the good life for humanity. Don Bosco has always had an association with music. We've had our children learning different types of instruments and then going on to become young artists who are still finding their way. And that to say that even artists in these type of times are struggling due to these pandemic times. I pray for you all that you are very much the backbone of bringing happiness, goodness, calmness to humanity with your talents, and to show that you want to make this place a better world. I'd like to thank all those organizing this particular event. May God bless you, in particular to our good friend and the birthday girl Sunita. May you be blessed always. Thank you. Thanks from Don Bosco and all those who you are reaching out to, not just Don Bosco. Let it be, I say that it is not just about one institution or a particular religion, but let it be across these religious, political lines. More important that we look at humanity. All of us look at reaching out. Thank you, artists. You are playing a great role. God bless you. God bless you, Sunita.
Thank you, Father Barnaby, for your inspiring words, and all our energies to you. Keep doing the work that you've been doing over the years, not just over the few months. Well, when we talk of the fundraiser that we're doing today, and who are the people that we're trying to support, and what has happened over the last few months. And when we asked Don Bosco and the volunteering team and Father and his team members, we got to know that they hardly had too many photos and videos. They had photographs. They had reports, and they had so many people who were impacted, but there wasn't a conscious attempt to shoot the whole thing and make it into a nice video or something. So we said, why don't you send us what you have over the last few months? They are not professionally shot photographs. They are not professionally shot videos, but they have all the heart and the intent of the relief that they have done. So in about 48 hours, we got that footage together, the photographs, and I thought, what better way than to do a cover of Bhupen Das' iconic number, Manu Hai Manu Mar Babe, Manush Manush, people for people. Then again, we are all in our homes locked down, so we had to do our recordings in our own phones, and I wanted to reach out to those musicians who have been playing with me over the years. We couldn't reach out to everyone, but we did reach out to a few. You're going to see them here, and they sent quick, they're playing, and one of our team members, well-known music producer Maya and I, put it together and created a quick edit, and we have a video on Bhupen Das' iconic number, Manush Manusher Jonne, Jibon Jibone Jonne. We need your kindness to see this. It is not professionally shot, not professionally recorded, all done at home and put together, but something to show all of you on why we are gathering today. Can we have the video, please?
मानु है मानु हर बाबे जोदी है अकनु ना भाबे अकनु सहानुभूति रे भाबिब कुने नुकुआ हमनिया मानुष मानुषेर जन्मे जीवन जीवनेर जन्मे एकटु सहानुभूति की मानुष दिते पारे ना की बंधु मानुष मानुषेर जन्मे
So that was Manu Hai Manuhar Babe, Manush Manusher Janne. The song is very, very closely, very, very emotionally, very deeply etched in the hearts of the Assamese community as well as the Bengali community, but also a lot of people across the world, like they have loved the anthem of Ganga Behti Ho Kyun, have also reacted to this song. So if you all feel that our interpretation is not exactly, it cannot be like Bhupenda's music at all, but it was an attempt for us to reach out to say, if people don't think about people, who's going to think about humanity? And that is the message. And I'm sure you have now connected and you know who the people of the Don Bosco Society are. So those of you who have joined in, do donate towards this cause and do enjoy the concert as we go along. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you must have seen a few snatches and a few glimpses of a person painting on a canvas. And that is the verse art Mudra section that we are starting now. So that is Debabrata Pal, a very good, a fabulous painter from Orissa, and who does amazing live paintings. He's painted some really great legends on his canvas. Sonal Mansingh ji, Hema Malini ji, I think even Birju Maharaj ji. And today he is with us to give a form, a creation to the concept of this concert, which is kindness, health, and hope. The three most precious things that we need at this time in this world. So over to Debabrata Pal. Deb, how are you feeling today, and what is it that you plan to paint for us as we move along?
Namaskar, this is Debabrata Pal, and I would like to thank to Sunita Bhuyan ma'am and Shaheen Jehani ma'am to being me a part of such a wonderful concept. So, as I from Orissa, so better to speak a few words in Odia language. That is, Utta Kamala Bilasa Darghika, Malana Malini Nedambu Chilika. So, this is one poetry from very famous poetry from Orissa. या मानिया कि आमर जहाँ भी आमे नेचर रु पाऊ से गुड़ा ही आमर श्रुति समृद्ध. तो आजिर मु जो पेंटिंग करबा को जाउची, what I am coming to do, that is related to our nature, how it's related to word, dance and art. तो तीनिटार combination मु करूची, and at the end आपण माने यार result देखन. नमस्ते.
Thank you, Deb. So keep the art flowing, keep the colors flowing, keep the energy flowing. So we'd now like to perform a piece with two musicians who are with me today. We don't have the entire band because they all live far away, but we do have with me, you have seen him with me all the time, Ronajit Bhuyan, who is plays the Western piano. So, but it's been a struggle for us because I'm trained in Indian and he's trained in Western, but and he hasn't learned the ragas that I play. And we also have with us Amaya Nayak, who lives in the same area, and we definitely are 6 feet away because we have spaced ourselves like that. So you might not get the camera movement of the montage so well, but we're trying our best to get it across to you. So all of us mic'd onto Sennheiser microphones, and we would like to do a small rendition of Rag Bhangswadhani for happiness. It's called the Dance of the Swans, and it's a very popular tune played in both Hindustani and Carnatic styles. And we don't have a tabla, but we have a djembe, a piano, acoustic piano, and a violin. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Hangswadhani on violin with an acoustic piano and a djembe. Well, that was the best that we could get for you. So we move on to the next section of the concert. And here I would like to mention that we've had around 17 to 18 thought leaders from across the world who have joined us for this event today. And they have been professionals in the field of business, in the field of social work, in the field of medical science, in the field of conservation, music industry, artists, really legendary artists, different parts of the world. We've had theater personalities who have believed in the power of the arts, who have believed in the power of music, who have believed in the power of the artistic medium, creating a change and reaching out to people. So I would like to invite a few people who have sent us their messages to join us. And we have Paul Abraham from the Hinduja Foundation, a complete art connoisseur who has been, supporting the arts over many, many years since I've known him. We have Tim Unwin from UNESCO, who is using arts for sustainability, arts for education. We have Achal Khanna, the CEO of Society of Human Resource Management, who uses inclusivity and outreach via the medium of arts, and I have been associated with them for so long. We have Rupa Nayak from the World Trade Center, who uses art even for trade and collaboration. We have Harish Aval from the ONGC, who has been inspiring us in our endeavor. So I would like to, and we have Sujay Putran from Athos, an organization which I've been associated for very long, who joins us this evening now via this section on the video message.
Music is so beautiful as a genre, and I think it's the biggest blessing to anyone who can listen to music and feel comforted. May your music bring compassion, bring peace, bring tranquility to all the people who listen.
Keeping us entertained and having us discover our latent artistic talent. We appreciate, Sunita, your association with Don Bosco for last 15 years.
I believe that art and culture more widely are crucial for understanding each other better, for spreading happiness and even supporting people in challenging and difficult times. So it's great to see Sunita Bhuyan, a friend of many years now, and Stage Arts Live doing this exciting initiative.
It has its own charm, and can do a great deal of good work for the world, which is going through so much of turmoil and so much of anxiety. In such times, nothing but music can make a wonder to the world, feelings within us.
And this is especially true in the case of music. In its myriad forms, it has influenced the society in many ways. Collecting diverse sections of people, bringing them on a single platform, music can heal, it can entertain, and I think it can bring about desired change in human behavior as well. What else explains the masses thronging to listen to the music concerts?
With a unique blend of music and running program, I wish Sunita and Stage Art Live for their event in their endeavor for joy of music, for joy of giving through Don Bosco Foundation. Wish them all the best and looking forward to be part of this great event. Thank you very much.
So that was the Thought Leaders Speak section, and special thanks to Paul Abraham, Tim Unwin, Rupa Nayak, Achal Khanna, Harish Aval for joining us this evening. We now move on to the verse, art and mudra section, and we would like to invite another very, very accomplished artist, but she's a dancer, Aparajita Sarma into our program today. Aparajita has logged in from Delhi, and she says that she is on her, in a place on the terrace of the apartment where you're trying to do this, shoot this, go live for us, and she's going to show us mudras with the concept of love. And of course, we have Deb, who's painting, and his painting is taking shape very gradually. So, Aparajita, welcome to the show, and what would you like to share with us today, and how do you feel?
Namaste. Namaste to all of you. Thank you, Sunita ji and Shaheen ji, for welcoming me to be a part of such a beautiful initiative, Joy of Music, Joy of Giving. And I'm very happy to present this special collaboration, which is verse, Mudra, and art. I hope I create an entertaining experience for all of you.
Thank you. What is love? They say love is love. And love is about loving. Love is belongingness. Love is caring. Love is kindness. Love is giving a helping hand. And love is nurturing. Love and belongingness, that love that we feel for those who are our own, our near and dear ones, our family, our partners, our friends. What do we want out of this love? Well, we just can't want anything. We've got to give. What do we want of our near and dear ones? We want them to be happy. We want them to be healthy and safe. And we want their overall well-being. Love, and especially in these times, love is kindness for those who need our kind thoughts, our kind words, our kind gestures, because they may be alone, they may be suffering, and they may not have anyone to give them a kind word. The people who are working in the front end, the doctors, the healthcare professionals, the sanitation workers, the administration, the police, families staying apart so that we can be at home and be safe, our grocery stores, our medical stores. We have to be kind to them. Love is also about caring. Caring for those who are not able to take care of their own needs, especially in these trying times. Maybe cooking a simple meal that they have been wanting to have, or helping an elderly couple next door. Love is also about giving a helping hand. We're talking about manush manusher jonne, jibon jiboner jonne. If people don't think about people, who's going to think about humanity? I know all of us have stretched ourselves to reach out and help and contribute, but they say drops of water make an ocean. Smallest good deed is much better than the grandest good intention. Let us give a helping hand. And finally, love is about nurturing. Nurturing nature and Mother Earth, who lets us be on her lap, in her arms, in her surroundings. Nurturing those who need our coaching to help them grow, from the plants to our pets to the youngsters to the young generation, so that they are sensitive and knows all the meanings of love. and finally nurturing ourselves, our talents, our skills, our minds and our bodies, so that we can be fit to help others. We can be skilled to share our skills with others. We can share our art and music with those who need, to entertain them, to engage, to enrich, to empower. That is love in 5 different ways. And Aparajita, thank you so much for describing that for us with your mudras. They say Geetam, Vaidam, Tatha Nrittam. Song, dance, and melody create the world of music. So trying to get you all these elements live, by the way. Only the video messages were recorded. The rest of it is all happening live from 4 to 5 different locations. So we need your kindness and we need God's help to take us forward. So we move on to the next set of guests who have joined us this evening. And again, they are people across sectors who have been passionate about using the arts and music to be able to inspire and motivate and create a change. We have with us in this section Prasenjit Bhattacharya, the CEO of Great Place to Work. We have Dr. Who's, the famous Dr. Huzaifa Kurakiwala of the Work Hard Foundation. As you know, tomorrow is their World Music Day, and so many artists are going to be performing for the foundation for the doctors. Shanta Belluri, an acclaimed HR professional who has worked every single day of the COVID crisis, has gone to work with her mask and uses music generously across all her platforms. Vijay Sinha of JSW Energy, who has started a new initiative of using music for learning. And of course, the one and only Bittu Sehgal, the Tiger Man, and the big boss of changing of the mindsets of people to care for the environment, to save nature, to save the earth. And last but not the least, Dr. Mukesh Batra, who have been leading a great initiative on homeopathy and immunity homeopathy medicines for all of us during the COVID crisis. Can we have the video, please, of all these dignitaries?
Congratulations on the event that you are doing with Don Bosco. I have no doubt that this event is going to be a grand success. I am so happy and privileged that I have been able to play a very small role in supporting you. I think this is the time for all of us to come together and make a difference to our community and to our country.
I'm the CEO of Work Hard Foundation, and I'm a friend of Sunita Bhuyan, and she has done wonderful music. And in her music, there is a joy of giving, and she wants to give back to society, joy of giving.
Music has this amazing power to heal. What a lovely way to give the joy of music, to give a joy of giving. At this point of time, when it's all about social change and sustainability, it's all about taking care of everybody who's affected by COVID. What better way than healing the world through music?
Wish you all the best for your support to COVID-19 victims and joy of giving and joy of music concerned. When the world is passing through unprecedented time, people like you strengthen the ecosystem.
All art, all music, all dance, all performances, all thought, all religions, all philosophies were inspired by nature. And on World Music Day, I for one will be waiting to hear you, and I am delighted that Don Bosco will be the beneficiary of all the funds you raise on that wonderful, wonderful day.
As a doctor, I know that music heals, music treats, music cures. Combining the joy of music with the joy of giving, Sunita has built a platform that cares deeply for the less fortunate.
Sunita Bhuyan is a music sensation of our times. Brilliantly lively, a scintillating personality with a heart for the poor. Her music and style will mesmerize you. I wish her all success.
I'm very glad to hear that Sunita Bhuyan is doing a Joy of Giving fundraising concert for COVID relief on behalf of Don Bosco School Society. I wish all the best to Sunita, her team, Don Bosco School Society and all the organizers for a very successful concert coming up on June 20th, Saturday. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much to Dr. Hoos, Dr. Batra, Bittu Saigal, and all the people who joined us, Prasanjit, Shanta, and of course a very special person, Father V.M. Thomas, who joined us from Guwahati for these messages. Thank you so much. We now move on to the next section, which is health and well-being. Aparajita comes into the frame. What is health and well-being? It's about being comfortable with how we feel about ourselves and how we react to the environment around us. Health is about what we eat and what we get into our bodies too. So they say the most fashionable human beings are those who can control what they cook and what they eat. In these trying times, health is about maintaining personal hygiene, washing our hands. How beautifully Aparajita is showing. It's a shame I can't see you on the screen because I have to look at the camera here. Washing our hands, ensuring we don't touch our ears, our eyes, nose, and mouth. Maintaining social distance. And being able to take the precautions that the authorities have given us over the last few months. Health is also about mental well-being. They say it's mind over matter. The way we feel about what's happening around us. A lot of times, we human beings think that our mind and our brain is a metaphysical object. It is actually an organ of our body. And if that doesn't feel well, we've got to take help. When we sneeze and cough and have a headache, we pop a pill. But when we feel so uncomfortable at times with the way our minds are feeling, we don't go to take help. Help in the form of counselors, help in the form of clinical help, medical help, spiritual help, whatever works for us. Health is also about emotional well-being. Are we happy with what we're doing? Our decisions, our hobbies, our passions, our interests. Are we doing enough to keep ourselves enriched? Like the body needs fitness and food, our mind needs that emotional enrichment. That, ladies and gentlemen, was our demonstration of health and well-being. So very essential during these times. Thank you so much, Aparajita. We now move on to the last section of the celebrities joining us, the dignitaries joining us. And this section is Artists for Artists. The earlier two sections were Art for a Cause and what those leaders thought about it. Music for a Cause and what those leaders thought about it. This is a section on Artists for Artists. We have some really special people who have joined us this evening for this. Of course, the one and only Bhajan Samrat, who has been a tremendous mentor to all that I've achieved in the last so many years, in Bombay especially. Anup Jalota ji. We have the one and only Drum Shivamani ji, who has helped us with a very exciting message. We have an expert. A lot of people call him the big daddy of the music industry, Atul Churamani, the MD of Turnkey Music and Publishing, talking about what we need to do for artists. Not just artists who perform solo, but what about those artists at the back end? We have our friend and famous theatre personality, Dolly Thakur. We have Krishanu Kaushik from Michigan, Detroit, who uses music for raising funds for the Assam Foundation of North America. And we have our friend and maestro, Parvez Modi, virtuoso pianist from Germany. Can we have the video, please?
सुनीता जी बहुत स्पेशल म्यूजिशियन हैं। जब ये वायलिन बजाती हैं तो सिर्फ उंगलियों से और हाथों से नहीं बजाती हैं, पूरे मन से बजाती हैं। तो मुझे बहुत खुशी है कि इन्होंने अपने जीवन में अपनी इस कला को सेवा से जोड़ दिया है।
I've said this often enough that we have a lot of tribute concerts to great artists. We don't have great concerts for, as tributes to technicians who deserve to be recognized, and this is something that the industry can and should do. So wishing everyone, a safe 2020 for the rest of it.
Music is in every aspect of our life. Music is the crystallized expression of human emotion. It makes us feel, it makes us weep, it makes us laugh, it makes us determined, especially in these COVID times. And I wish Sunita and her stage arts life all the best in her endeavor to bring the joy of music and the joy of giving to spread happiness and support with melody and harmony.
I think music is one of the strongest vehicles, and musicians, of course, play such a big part in using music as a way to reach out to people and communicate about all the possible situations and turmoils that we go through. It is music that brings us all together, and I'm hoping that an initiative like this, which is going to happen on the 20th of June, manages to achieve that.
Music has a great power to heal and also communicate effective messages. I would like to wish Sunita ji and Stage Arts Live all the best for the event of Joy of Music for Joy of Giving. In aid of the lockdown victims, music is a gift from God.
We artists must give back to the society that has been nurturing our art and our wonderful music, and we should help people who are in need.
Thank you to each one of you. And in this section, we had one of our very special and dear partners, Somini Sridhar Paul, who was also part of the Artists for Artists messages. Thank you, Artist Aloud. Thank you, Somini, for embracing this event and collaborating with us. And thank you for the message. And thanks to all of you, Anup Jalota ji, Shivamani ji, Parvez Modi, Dolly Thakur, Krishanu Kaushik, Atul Churamani, for joining us this evening and sharing your insights with us. Well, we now have only music to do at this point, and as we move ahead with the concert, so no more videos, but live music. So ladies and gentlemen, an announcement that it is a program called Joy of Music for the Joy of Giving, and we're doing all of this live from 4 to 5 different locations in India. This program is for a fundraising effort for the Don Bosco School Society. I think the message is coming across, and those of you who have seen us, who have joined us late, do stay tuned in. We've got some nice, exciting music coming up. So the last section that we had love and kindness, we had hope, and the last section in verse, art and mudra is hope. Hope for a better world. We know that times are trying. We know that so many people have lost their lives. So many people are suffering. So yet we do music, yet we celebrate. We hope that there is another world waiting for us on the other side. And for this, we call Aparajita and a special guest artist, Preetpal Singh, who is a fantastic contemporary dancer. And to dedicate this piece to hope, we shall do something where we want to wish hope for the entire world. So a fusion of a Western classical piece with an Indian piece, where we all three of us are going to jam together. So that was Ranajit on the piano with me and Amaya Naik on the djembe with me, and we did Mozart and Bilawal together. Music is universal, the 7 notes are universal, and whatever we play, it's all the 7 notes. And thank you to the fantastic couple, wonderful couple. Ladies and gentlemen, you must have seen their chemistry. It was so wonderful. Thank you, Preet, for joining us. Thank you, Aparajita, for joining us, for love. health, and hope. And we have Babe, who is already made made some shape into, gotten some shape into his painting. Are we showing him? I think he's also there on the screen. Yes, I can see all the 4 screens together. Kudos to Shaheen, Jehani for putting this platform together. Our technology partners that we have who have been helping us with getting all of this together. It's not been easy. It's been 2 full rounds of checks and rehearsals, and yet till the last minute we were not sure how it's going to turn out, because it's technology, it is power, it is internet, and it is also people like us. For the last so many years, we've only done live stage shows. The kind of stress that we go through, even though we are at home, we go through such a lot of stress to be able to do this from home. So thanks to people like Fundraiser, who has given us these wonderful mics and helped us balance it. And so we're now like to move over to Shaheen to take over the show for a bit till I take a breather.
Thank you, Sunita. I think that was phenomenal. It was awesome to see Aparajita, Preet, you perform together while Dave was doing the painting. As you all know, I just hope you guys have enjoyed this performance as much as we've done putting this together for all of you. And as you also know, this is a fundraiser. This is a fundraiser for Don Bosco, for the awesome work that they've been doing. This initiative is led by Father Banabi. You've seen the video, you've seen the lovely work that they've been putting through all of these days. So please donate generously for this cause, because all the monies are going to help someone in need. And we are also going to be auctioning the painting which Dave is putting together. And the monies for that are going to be supporting technicians on this event. All those who put together their efforts in bringing this event together. So that's going to be a silent silent bid where you could bid your amount. The numbers flashing on your screen on the top. You can send a message that you're interested to bid, and that's your amount, and you can bid on that. So at the end of the performance, we will be showcasing Dave's painting, and I just hope it's going to be soon on the walls of one of you patrons. So while at that, I think Sunita, Amaya, Ronajit, they are just taking a breather to put together their final piece, which is going to be a jamming up of sorts. It's a complete unplugged set, and we are hoping to see some dhamaka on that. Are you guys ready, Sunita?
Yes, we are. We have had our water, and
Good.
Because it's home, we've had a sip of tea also.
Okay,
That's the
good.
only advantage, is that you get your tea and coffee easily
on stage,
right next to you. And so can we have Ranajit and Amaya back? And special thanks to a person who helps us at home, who was holding the camera for us. We don't have any technical person helping us live, because obviously we couldn't have anyone home. We were in 2 minds to get someone to do a camera in 2 angles, but I don't think it was right for us to get them in. So we have someone who has never ever done this kind of shooting via an iPhone. And so we start, and we're going to do, of course, an Assamese folk fusion piece and end this section. And but before that, I would like to try out something which is a tribute to Maharashtra, because we're doing this in Bombay. So a little bit of a folk piece. It's actually a Kolivara piece. that was a tribute to Maharashtra and all the work that all the people across Bombay and Maharashtra have been doing. And now we would like to end the piece with, of course, an Assamese folk fusion. And it has to have Scottish reels. And there are a lot of people who have said that whatever you may play new, you've got to end it with the Scottish and Bihu fusion. 1, 2, 3, start.
আকাশে বতাহে নতুন দিনৰ আগমন ঐ নন আশাবোৰ লৈ।
May our prayers open up a new universe. 2, 3, 4. Okay, no worries. Okay, so, well, that was almost the end of the performance, and but then there's a request to do one more last piece, and we will, that's, Shaheen has written to, that we need to do one more piece, and till Dave comes back on the screen. And,
Dave is back.
Okay, great. So, well, Dave, do you need an ending piece or are you ready to tell us about your pay? I think we started with Vande Mataram, we'll do a short end. We'll all go to sing Vande Mataram together. Thank you, thank you. Thank you to all the musicians, Ranojit and Amaya, who joined us. And special thanks to those who did the music video, which you saw initially. And I missed mentioning their names. There was Bhushan Parchure on the tabla. There was Amar Sangam on the guitar. There was Nabajyoti Das on the keys. There was Pradeep Deka on the flute. There was Barun Das on the folk percussions. And of course, the video was edited by Crescinda DeCosta and produced and mastered and directed by Maya Nayak. So, well, over to you, Shaheen.
Yeah, Sunita. So, thanks a ton for this beautiful presentation. It was lovely to see Aparajita and Preet, make the moves while you were performing. Thank you for doing that impromptu.
That was so lovely.
We never meant to do that. Even though we were live.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice to see you all swaying, and that was the added tadka to Sunita's beautiful performance. So I can see Dave is gone and come back. I think he's having some network issues. So we will have to bear with that. And while if he can connect in the few seconds, great. I would definitely like to urge everyone to generously donate to this beautiful cause of the Don Bosco School Nerul for the lovely work that they've been putting together, led by Father Banabe. And we already have quite a few people who've connected on WhatsApp, sharing their interests to donate. So thanks to those who've done that. And I would also like to thank our thought leaders. There are 20 of them who actually agreed at a quick instant when we told them about this cause. They agreed to give their bites. And we shortened their bites only so that the program is crisper. And while we've made entire solo clips, and we will be putting them on YouTube for all of you to understand and hear what they have to say. So thanks to all the thought leaders for sharing your thoughts. I would also like to thank all those artists who have, like Sunita said, put together the video, who took the effort at a short notice of 24 hours, calling us up and asking us, is this okay? I'm going to shoot it on phone, or I'm going to shoot it on laptop. And they actually contributed in their little way to put this video together. I also must mention that there are a whole lot of technical set of people who've helped put this show together. Because we all were anxious going live, and everyone was, saying go deferred, and we said no, let's just go straight from the heart, and we've taken that leap of faith, like I shared earlier. So I must thank all of you, audience, to bear with us. I hope you've enjoyed with the little network. If there were any network issues, we didn't want to edit this feed. And I would also like to thank Trini, who's our sound engineer, who we got on board, and he virtually tried to control the sound with Amaya and Ron, physically doing it, and Trini. So all these tech checks were very intriguing, enriching, learning for all of us. We have Manish from Vouch Pro, who's actually mixing these visuals which are coming to you. So he is to be attentive to what we are. So we've got the complete excitement of a physical event, just the way we used to sit on the console, live mixing and figuring out uncertainties. We've got the same excitement putting this show for you all. I hope you guys have enjoyed the experience. And Father Banabe, thank you so much for believing in us that we could pull this off for you. And we hope with all our performances, there will be enough donation coming your way, and you can donate even 2 days later, 10 days later. It's an act of kindness and generosity, because the work is going on and on by Don Bosco School Nerul. Is there anyone I'm missing, Sunita? If there's someone I'm missing, Preet, thank you for coming on board last minute. And agreeing to add to
our
this.
main collaborators.
Yes. Our main collaborators, absolutely. Artist Aloud, Somini, for agreeing quickly to come on board and streaming this across to so many, through your platform, and reaching out to so many people. We have Sennheiser, who came on board, gave us the speakers, got their vendor, send the stuff across in time for the concert. We have Pixado, Casey, Salu, and the entire team who's put this stage for you together, this visual experience, because we thought, let's not just do windows like the Zoom windows. So we've done that. Vouch Pro, Anubhav, Manish, Abhishek, the entire team there. And my team of stage arts, the all-girls team, Akash, who's been a quiet supporter, editing all the videos which are out. So Vivek from Maven Media for actually ensuring that all this communication reaching out to you is designed well and is coming out on time. So I think we've had a great run. And like I said, this experience is only possible when you have like-minded people, passionate, to come together and put this unique act. So I don't see Dave being able to join back. So that little activity of auctioning the painting is left. I don't know, Sunita, if you have any thoughts on handling this bit, but probably we could leave a post on the sites.
Yes. So,
or on your Facebook page.
So shall we wind up or shall we wait for Dave to join?
No, I think we should wind up because we would not be certain of how long he would take to connect back.
What we'll do, Shaheen and team, is that we will, Dave's paintings come out beautifully. This is the second time that I have collaborated with him. And so we both have collaborated with him. So we would probably put up the painting in all our sites and say this was the output. This was the output of the music and the dance and the thought and the feelings that we shared during the Joy of Music, Joy of Giving concert. And we'll put this up and we'll reach out to people. So people out there, all our friends, collaborators, ladies and gentlemen, don't just go by the numbers that you see on the Facebook views who are watching. We've got a lot of people who have registered on our Vouch Pro site too, right, Shaheen?
Yes, absolutely. Like
watching this on YouTube and of course an Artist Aloud, and Vivek is handling all that. And so a shout out to all of you that if you would like to support the cause of the painting especially the painting, and that will go to the team, the technical back-end team who has worked in this entire event, technicians, videographer, designers who have worked at the back end to work towards Joy of Giving, Joy of Music. So if there is anyone out there who would like to use this painting, we would like to auction this for the cause of artists for artists. And for those of you who still think that you can open up the purse strings a little more, it could be meager, it could be abundant, it doesn't matter. You have the Don Bosco link, you have the information on the poster, invitation, and all that we've shared. Do reach out. Like I say, drops of water can only make an ocean. So anything that you may like to give in any amount is welcome. It's a blessing, and it's a huge appreciation from all of us. Somewhere, a small child may get a meal and some food on the table for that even little thing that you contribute. That's my message, Shaheen. Shaheen, when you ask me to talk, I will go on. So over to you to close the event. And thanks to all of you who watched us.
Thanks a ton. And I must share that we've had a great response because we were streaming this live on Sunita's Facebook page, on Artist Aloud's page, Sunita's YouTube page, Stage Arts Live Facebook page, and Vouch Pro. So we've got like a crazy amount of messages to respond to. I thought during the show I would, but there was equal amount of anxiety and adrenal rush which we all had to put this show. So on that note, I think we'll wind up the show. Hope you had a great evening, all of you. And do leave your feedback. You're more than welcome. It's a learning curve for all of us. And we are all wanting to just continue to have such shows for you in future. That's it for now from all of us. And do donate generously. Do bid for the auction after you've seen the painting across our platforms. Thank you and good night. Have a great weekend.